This story will revolve around an ancient tradition of finding the heir who has the rightful claim over the estate and leadership of the entire tribe. The determination of the rightful heir and the next tribal leader will be done through a game. As their tradition provides, the true heir has the innate gift of wisdom, strength, and wit. The only one who can solve and surpass the series of challenges. Only the heir, the next ruler of the land, has the wisdom to settle disputes, define the proceedings and proper actions. Before the rightful heir will be crowned, an acting tribal leader will spearhead and oversee the game, the tribal saga. The tribal leader, King Thimba Zantoshki, died. The heir is unknown and unidentified, even the gender. Many presented themselves to be the long-lost heir. In order to prove themselves, their right, status, and particular fact, they must be able to solve the mystery and pass the challenges set forth by the tribal community.
Welcome to Sub-Saharan Mindanao, a region where law, tradition, and survival collide. The king, also called the tribe leader, is in charge of this land. The Oga or elder will, however, serve as the tribal leader in the interim and supervise the game tribal saga in situations such when there isn't yet an heir apparent to the throne and the next tribe leader needs to be chosen. In this tribal saga, Oga Kwame will serve as the tribal leader in the interim.
The death of King Themba Zantoshki has resulted in disorder and chaos in our land. It is time to determine our new leader, our successor to the throne. The heir of our king is unknown and remain a mystery. Nobody can even tell the gender and identity. We have to find.
No need. I am Princess Yenka Zantoshki, the only daughter and successor of the throne. I am the next tribal leader and ruler of this land.
We have no proof as to your identity.
After I was born, my father sent me to a faraway land to train myself to be the next tribal leader.
Nonsense! I am the true and only daughter of King Thimba. My mother hid me from these hungry hyenas who wanted to kill me and take the throne when time comes. I am Princess Neoma Zantoshki.
Another nonsense. Only the true successor and the bloodline of King Thimba has the right to the throne.
And who are you?
I am Princess Thandi, the long-lost daughter and the successor of the throne.
3 princesses are taking claim over the throne. These lands will not fall in the hands of just anyone. Your origins and identity remain doubtful. As the acting tribal leader, I will not let the people of this land be ruled by anyone other than the successor of King Themba, the chosen one.
Save yourself from trouble and unnecessary doubts, Oga Kwame. The late King Thimba did not produce a daughter but a son. I am Prince Ayindi, the only son and the chosen one.
Now that the situation is out of hand and there are 4 personalities taking claim over the throne, now I have no choice but to follow the tradition. The determination will be done through our tribal saga, a game started by our ancestors.
The Tribal Saga is a game created by the ancestors for the determination of who is the rightful successor of the throne. A game where only the smartest will navigate the deadly legal labyrinth to unlock the mysteries. It is believed that the successor has the blood of a royalty and is chosen by God before birth. Wit, strength, wisdom, and characteristics of a tribal leader and protector of the land flows in his veins. In this land, the stakes are high and the rules of justice are as ancient as the land itself. Only those who can master the complex legal rituals will emerge victorious. But be warned, the path to survival is treacherous.
Now, people of the sacred land of Sub-Sahara, it is time to witness the quest and determination of our next leader. Let the tribal saga begin! Understand the essence of special proceedings, and the ancient knowledge will be passed unto you. If you fail, the path ahead becomes dark.
Special proceedings in the region are not like your typical legal battles. These are matters of the soul, where the law addresses specific, critical issues like inheritance, guardianship, and land ownership disputes. It is non-adversarial. There is no clash of swords, only the clash of wisdom and tradition.
For the first challenge, you have to provide the true meaning of special proceedings.
A special proceeding by which a party seeks to establish a status, right, or a particular fact is one definite party who applies or petitions for a declaration of a status, right, or a particular fact.
Correct! You have unlocked the path to understanding. The term special proceeding may be defined as an application or proceeding to establish the status or right of a party or a particular fact. Usually in special proceedings, no formal pleadings are required unless the statute expressly so provides, and the remedy is granted generally upon an application or motion.
Very well. Princess Yinka was unable to unlock the first challenge. But the games will not end here. For the second challenge, begin!
Round 2. The rules of special proceedings are rooted in both ancient customs and modern laws. Only by mastering the sacred texts and court orders will you ascend.
Round 2. Your ability and skills will be challenged. In this challenge, you will be building fire from nothing. Good luck! The scroll of wisdom is yours if you can identify the nature of the rules of special proceedings. The key lies between the balance of statutes, new rules, and the wisdom of past leaders.
The rules of special proceedings is procedural in nature. It does not vest or confer substantive right, but has the force and effect of law, which the party must comply.
Success! The balance of tradition and law is understood. Only those who master both will survive the games.
Round 3. Here, Your knowledge of hearings will be tested. Will you understand that special proceedings are swift, often without long trials or many witnesses? Or will you fall within the trap of lengthy battles? For this challenge, the first to catch fish will have the ability to determine the nature of the hearings or trials of special proceedings.
In special proceedings, trials are fast and direct. It is not about the drama of witnesses or the long drawn-out trials. It's about finding the rightful heir, resolving ownership, and making decisions that will echo through generations.
As a general rule, special proceedings is non-adversarial in nature. However, it may become adversarial in character if there is an oppositor or respondent. A special proceedings has one definite party. It is the one who applies for a particular status or right, but it has no adverse party.
Correct! You've demonstrated that in special proceedings, hearings are efficient, focusing on the matter at hand and reaching swift resolutions. Round 4. This is the final challenge. You must now distinguish between civil actions and special proceedings. The wrong choice may lead to disaster.
Round 4. You must now distinguish between civil actions, criminal actions, and special proceedings. The wrong choice may lead to disaster.
As to definition, a civil action is one by which a party sues another for the enforcement or protection of a right or the prevention or redress of a wrong, whereas a criminal action, as to definition, a civil action is one by which a party sues another for the enforcement or protection of a right or the prevention or redress of a wrong, whereas a criminal action is one by which the state prosecutes a person for an act or omission punishable by law. In contrast with the special proceeding, it is a remedy by which a party seeks to establish a status, a right, or a particular fact. As to governing rules, civil action is governed by Rules 1 to 71, whereas criminal action is governed by Rules 110 to 127 of the Revised Rules of Criminal Procedure, and the rules on ordinary civil actions only applies in supplementary character. In contrast with special proceedings, it is governed by Rules 72 to 109 of the Rules of Court, and the rules on ordinary civil actions only applies to supplementary character. As to basis, a civil action is based on a cause of action, whereas a criminal action is based on acts or omission in violation of penal laws. Special proceedings, on the other hand, is based on a particular fact, status, or a right sought to be established. As to the nature, in a civil action, the proceeding is adversarial in nature since it involves two contending parties, whereas a criminal action is adversarial, accusatorial, and prosecutorial in nature. In special proceedings, as a rule, it is non-adversarial in character except when there is a oppositor or respondent. As to parties, parties in civil action are the plaintiff and the defendant. In case of special civil action, which is commenced by way of a petition, parties are the petitioner and the respondent, whereas in criminal action are the state and the accused, and in case of preliminary investigation, the complainant and the respondent. Party in special proceedings, on the other hand, is the petitioner except when there is oppositor or respondent. As to how it will be commenced, civil actions are commenced by filing a complaint or petitions in some special civil actions and payment of docket and other lawful fees under Section 5, Rule 1, or by way of a verified statement of claims in small claims cases.
whereas criminal actions are commenced by way of filing of an affidavit complaint before the Office of the Prosecutor for the conduct of the required preliminary investigation, or by filing of a complaint in first-level courts, the METC, MTC, MCTC, or by filing of an information before the court. Finally, a special proceeding is commenced by filing a petition before a court and payment of docket fees, except in case of custody of minors, annulment of marriage, declaration of nullity of marriage, which are commenced by the filing of the complaint before the court and payment of docket and other lawful fees.
Victory is yours! You've navigated the complexities of law, culture, and tradition in Sub-Saharan Mindanao. You are now the true master of both the special proceedings and the civil actions.
Welcome to our fifth and final challenge. This is a test for bravery and knowledge. One of these chalices contains poison. If you are brave enough, drink it. Choose well.
I did not hesitate to drink these wines because it do not contain any poison, and no king or ruler of the land that would wish to harm his people.
Now, people of Sub-Saharan, the tribal saga has come to an end, and the result is clear. We have witnessed how the true son of our late King Themba Zantoshki, and the one who was the blood of a true warrior and a leader, won and surpassed the challenges. He proved himself and was able to establish his status and right. Your journey has been long, but your understanding of the law, tradition, and survival has made you a champion. You are now a guardian of justice in Sub-Saharan Mindanao. Hail to our new king! Hail to King Ayindi Zantoshi! Hail!
Now, I am your new king, King Ayindi Zantoshki. As your new king, it is my responsibility to keep all my people safe.
As your tribal leader, it is my duty to bring peace and order in our land. We will adhere to the rules on special proceedings and settling disputes in matters of settlement of the estates of the deceased person, escheat proceedings, trustees, adoption, habeas corpus, and guardianship.